came?
No, I didn't notice. I was like, oh my God, this is a boy or I'm wrong or what. I couldn't concentrate, so I don't know. So
You're also my friends
yeah,
are in a different school and they had the same boy too.
the same one. He's the same one.
Yeah, he talked to the teacher too. Or maybe
He
he's a
has
boy just like
he
me.
has lots of free time, mashallah.
Yes.
Okay, so what we watched now was guys, I will meet you all because we watched now a trailer from National Geographic movie. It's about the hot zone. It's titled The Hot Zone, and it talks about a virus, a deadly virus like the COVID-19. But in the hot zone, they discuss the Ebola virus. Ebola virus. It's named like this, Ebola virus. Okay. We what is the PowerPoint? We continue PowerPoint. Here is it. Can you see my PowerPoint now?
Yes.
So, The Hot Zone by National Geographic, a terrifying true story written by Richard Preston. The Hot Zone, a terrifying true story, a best-selling non-fiction thriller, 1994. It was written in 1994. Basima, are you here? Unmute yourself, Basima. Riyam, are you here? Unmute yourself.
I'm here.
Okay, read.
Okay. From the PowerPoint, miss?
Yes.
Okay. The Hot Zone, a terrifying true story, is a best-selling 1994 non-fiction thriller by Richard Preston about the origins and incidents involving viral hemorrhagic fevers, particularly Ebola viruses and Marburg viruses. A
Yes,
deadly
so
virus.
mainly is about Ebola virus. What is Ebola virus?
A
Continue.
deadly virus? A deadly virus in 1976 is transmitted through contacts with infected blood or other bodily fluids. Sudden fever, tiredness, weakness, headache, muscles ache, and sore
Yes.
sore throat.
These are the symptoms for the virus. For Ebola
Yes.
virus, fever, tiredness, weakness, and a headache. Then it causes diarrhea too. The symptoms are so close to coronavirus, right?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
No effective vaccine, and they believe it is transmitted to humans through African bats. The disease
So it is close to what?
to corona.
Corona, because they said the coronavirus was transmitted because of the
Bats.
to human through which kind of bats in China?
Yeah.
Right, when bats with pigs together, they transmitted coronavirus to human. So here it's from African bats. It looks like bats have lots of viruses. Yes, continue.
The disease is usually brought under control by the quarantine of and wearing of protective clothing around infected person.
So it is like corona, right? The quarantine and the cloth they wear, the yellow cloth they wear this for protection. Okay. Okay, girls, page 25. Now we are in 25 in the book. I'll stop sharing. Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Batul, are you here, Batul?
Yes.
Can you read, please, from the book, page 25?
Okay, teacher, can you wait, please?
Yes?
Can you wait, please? Because the internet is glitching, so I can't hear you well.
Page 25.
Okay, hold on. Teacher, can you let someone else read? Because I have to go like
Yes.
fix the internet because it's glitching right now.
Okay. Sidra, are you here? Sidra? Yes, can you read, please? Sidra Hanoune?
Which page?
25. Sidra,
Yes.
can you read?
Okay.
Why are you not reading, Sidra? Hello?
Hi. Yes. Yes, miss.
Okay, can you please start?
Okay.
Okay, what? Is there anything I don't understand, dear? Are you reading? Read for us with loud voice.
Teacher, do you have the page in your PowerPoint? Because I want to follow you because I don't have the book.
You should have told me, dear, 5 minutes ago that you don't have the book. It's okay.
No, I'm not Sidra.
Who wants the book?
I'm Jana.
Ah, Jana? No, dear, I didn't. I don't have it here.
Okay, no problem.
It's okay. So, Sidra, would you read?
Yes. Okay. Monet and his friend had a flashlight and they walked back into the cave to see where it went. The monster of the cave is a huge.
Can you please start from The Hot Zone, A Terrifying True Story by Richard Preston, Chapter 1, Something in the Forest. Something in the Forest. Chapter 1, huh?
Introduces the readers to Charles Monet. The author changed the man's name to protect his identity. He is
So
a
this
friend.
really happened, but he changed the name of the man to change his identity, huh?
He is a French expatriate working on a sugar plantation in western Kenya on New Year's Day 1980. Charles and a friend visit Kitom Cave near.
MT Elegon.
Within a few weeks, Monet is dead from a horrifying disease. Did something from inside the cave kill him?
So two friends went in New Year's Day to celebrate the New Year's Day. They want to have a walk. There is a request from unknown user, but I will not accept it, okay? Because I don't know, maybe he is that boy. She has to name herself Basima. Tell her to write her name Basima, because there is unknown user. I'm afraid might be the boy. Ask her, is the unknown user or not? So in the New Year's Day, they went to have a walk in a cave in Kenya. Kenya is a country in Africa. So what we are going to read now, and after 2 weeks, he was dead. So from a horrible disease. So now we will read about their adventure in the cave. Okay. Bashira, can you read? Bashira? Is Lara Ahmed with us, girls?
No.
Hello,
I don't
grade
know,
9?
teacher. No, really? I don't. Can I read?
Bashira, is Bashira here? Ah, Bashira, she was out.
Miss,
Yes, dear.
can you let Lynn Ashraf in?
I have no request from Lynn Ashraf. Razan Badia, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Do you have your book?
Yes, I do.
Can you please read from Monit and his friend?
Can I read after
okay.
Razan?
Monet and his friends had a flashlight.
Monet, because he is
They-
a Frenchman, so it's Monet. Huh? Monet and his friend.
Monet and his friends had a flashlight. They walked back into the cave to see where it went. The mouth
Girls,
of the
I
cave
want you
is
to imagine the picture. While Razan reads, you have to imagine the picture. Imagine how they are walking, how they are holding the flashlight. Continue.
the mouth of the cave is huge, 55 yards wide, and it
Highlight
opens
it,
out
please, because
even
this is
wider.
description of the cave. 55 yards wide.
And
Miss
it
highlighted?
opens out even wider beyond the entrance.
Yes.
They crossed a platform covered with powdery dry elephant dung. Their
They
feet
crossed
kicking
the
up.
platform. Razan Badia, unmute yourself, dear.
Okay.
Yes.
Their feet kicking up puffs of dust as they advanced. The
So
light
what's
grew dim.
happened? They walk in the corridor, a corridor, and this corridor. Wait a minute, I accept Yara and. They are in the a platform covered with powdered dry elephant dung. Elephant dung is what's out of the elephant, or what comes out of animals. Okay, like poop. Are you with me? Continue, Razan.
Yes.
Repeat what an elephant dung is.
The light grew dim.
Yes, elephant dung.
Can I ask a question? What's the
Yes.
platform?
Platform is like a step.
Oh, okay.
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 Continue,
Shall I
Razan.
complete?
Yes, please.
Okay. The light grew dim, and the floor of the cave rose upward in a series of shelves coated with green slime.
So
The slime
before we move on, girls, highlight platform covered with powdered dry elephant dung. Why? This is the description of the cake. So inside, in my thoughts, you will write, this is the description of the cave. Description of the cave.
Teacher, which line?
4. Continue, Razan.
Yes. The slime was bat guano, the digested vegetable matter that they had been
So their
excreted
feet
by
kicking
colony.
up puffs of dust. Puffs of, يعني when they step, dust. You imagine the picture, girls? They are stepping and dust comes out when they step. It means that
Yes.
this cave is inhabited. Yes.
Can you let Lynn Ashraf in? She sent you a request.
I have one request from unknown user, so I don't want to accept.
I will check if she's the unknown user, okay?
Please. Okay.
Okay.
Powdered dry elephant dung, their feet kicking up puffs of dust. The light grew dim. Why the light grew dim, girls? When we walk in a cave, the oxygen gets less. You understand what gets less? Oxygen is less because it's narrow. The reason for fire to be better is to what?
It's because of oxygen.
Yeah, yes. So here that it's dim, so everything gets dim, dark.
Yes.
Yes, continue. So, yes,
Yes, she's the unknown user.
I accepted her.
Thank you.
Who is talking?
Lynn Latidi.
Okay, who is your friend that just signed in now? Enter the unknown user.
Ashraf.
Lynn Ashraf.
Yeah.
Okay. Platform covered with powder, dry elephant dung. Their feet kicking up puffs of dust. The light grew dim, and the floor of the cave rose upward in a series of shelves coated with green slime. What's green? You know the slime, girls, that you play with?
Yes.
What is green slime?
It's like water but gooey.
Yes.
Something disgusting.
Yeah, something so disgusting. It is because from animals who live in this cage. Okay? The slime was bat guano. Bat, you know the bats? Bat.
Yes.
Guano is also the peep that comes out of the
waste.
Girls, do we have Bana? Today I am so interrupted with these requests and these listen, girls, because it's online. Don't think that I may not know who is the one who plays, because here it pops out for me. Anyone who says or makes anything, the name pops up for me, so I know who makes what.
Miss, I think they entered in a different name, like not the real name.
That's what I'm telling you. But those who I can know and I can tell, but I just don't want to waste the period for your friends. I respect you, so you have to respect and behave. We're not in grade 1, so I will go and contact your mother or your father. You are grown up enough. So, the bat, guano, it's what comes out of the bat, the poop of the bat, So disgusting. Okay? Continue. So we will underline floor of the cave rose upward in a series of shelves coated with green slime, because this is like they poop when they are up in the ceiling of the cave, so it is on the wall. Can you imagine the picture? Continue.
Yes.
Continue, Razan.
Yes. By a colony of fruit bats on the ceiling. Bats were
Yes.
out of the
Thank you,
holes and
Razan.
flicked through their
Thank you. So, Layal, do you have your mic, girls, and you have your book? Layal? Iriam? Iriam, do you have your book, Iriam?
Yes, yes, I do.
Please read, Iriam,
Okay,
from line 10.
okay. Bats whirled out of holes and flicked through their flashlight beams, dodging around their heads, making high-pitched cries. Their flashlights disturbed the
So,
bats.
they are, imagine with me, girls, they are standing in the middle of the cave, and bats are flying around them, pitching with what is pitching? Pitching is this voice of the bats, pitched cries. Continue.
And more bats woke up. Hundreds of bat eyes like red jewels looked down of them from the ceiling of the cave. Waves of
You
bats
imagine, do you imagine, girls, the bats when they open their red eyes in the dark and you just see red eyes?
Yes.
And they are dingling from the ceiling. Can you imagine?
Yeah. Like the movie.
Can you ever do this adventure?
No.
No, because
In a
it's full
million
of
years. What if they give you $1 million?
then
Would
yes.
you
I will go.
Yes,
Maybe.
me.
I will not.
No, no,
I'll
no.
never do this. I'll never do this. Bats? To be surrounded by bats? No. Okay. So, so please underline hundred of bats' eyes like red jewels. Look down on them from the ceiling of the cave. Underline it because it's what? It's inside the cave. Inside the cave. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, continue.
Waves
Lilia?
of bat sound rippled across the ceiling and echoed back and forth.
But you know, girls, that they say that bats can travel in the dark because they give an echo, and when they received it back, they know the space between them, the bat and the wall, so they do not hit a wall.
Oh, yes.
Again, do you know this? Girls,
yeah.
do we have Lara Ahmed?
Lara?
Hmm?
No, we don't.
I have request from Lara Ahmed, Omar Hussam, Ali Abdullah, mashallah. So
Teacher Sarah Ahmed isn't a girl.
Lara Ahmed is not a girl. Yeah, I'm not accepting her, and we will see. Anyway, so Mirna, we have Mirna, I know. So bats know the dimension and the spaces between itself and the wall from the echo. From the echo.
Yes, miss.
Okay.
We know, and it's called echolocation, right?
Yes, Bashira, what were you saying?
No, I was just saying the name of the process. It's called echolocation, right?
Echolocation,
like
yes, for bats. Yes, dear.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and echoed back and forth. So this is what, girls, we underline now. This is what is inside the cave. So we talked about the introduction or the mouth of the cave, and we underlined. Now we underline, this is, we write in my thoughts.
Okay.
Okay, continue, Iriam.
A dry squeaky sound like many small doors being opened on dry hinges.
Then
they saw... Yeah.
These hinges are those who hold the door. This is the door. A door opens like this. Hinges are in the middle that hold the door to the wall. So like this squeak. Continue.
Then they saw the most wonderful thing about Ketum Cave. The cave is a petrified rainforest. Mineralized logs.
Petrified rainforest. Mineralized logs stuck out of walls and ceiling. Highlighted, please, this part. So why they made all of this adventure? To see the most exciting part of the cave. A petrified rainforest. Okay? Petrified rainforest, mineralized logs stuck out of the walls and ceiling. Mineralized logs stuck out of the walls, come out of the wall and the ceiling. Logs, you know the logs for trees?
Yes.
Continue.
They were chunks of rainforest trees turned to stone, teaks, poda trees, evergreen.
Yes, they were logs of trees, then they were transferred into rocks. You know the rock?
Yeah.
So they were kind of trees, they were turned into stones. And green stones, red stones, and this. Continue.
An eruption of Mount Elgon about 7 million years ago had buried the rainforest in ash, and the logs had been transformed into opal and chert.
So what happened 7 million years ago? Okay, an eruption. You know what's eruption of a volcano?
Yeah.
Transferred this forest, and transformed all the logs into opal. Opal is a green precious stone. Precious stone, okay? Opal and chert. Chert is also precious stones. Okay, thank you, Iriam. Bashira, can you read?
Okay.
The
The logs were surrounded by crystals, white needles of minerals that had grown out of the rocks. The crystals were as sharp as...
So please underline it. Crystals, white needles of minerals that had grown out of the rock. Crystals. Girls, do you know that Africa is full of precious... Yes, dear.
Can you please admit Basima?
I have no request from Basima. I have Lara Ahmed, which I know who is Lara Ahmed, and I am afraid that she is one of us. I will accept
that we
her.
don't know.
Wait.
No, we don't know somebody.
Hello?
Lara Ahmed.
Hello, Lara Ahmed. Please reply me. Lara? Lara, I accepted you because you've sent lots of requests. Lara? I removed Lara because
yes,
she...
we don't have Lara Ahmed in our class. So yes, we don't know somebody called Lara Ahmed.
So I kicked her out.
Yeah.
So, do you know that Africa is full of precious stones, diamonds? You can buy diamonds, the original, the authentic diamonds from Africa. And diamonds were once... do we have Bana?
No.
Okay. Once, those diamonds were once coal. You know coal that your dad goes to barbecue and he buys coal?
Yes.
Yes.
This coal, when it's suppressed, when it has lots of pressure on it, it transferred into diamonds. A very expensive stone.
Yeah.
Do you know the diamond? Diamond was once a coal. Can you imagine? So those two men, they went into the cave to see the minerals, the precious stones, where those stones were once logs of trees.
Teacher, sorry for interrupting, but what is the last thing we highlight?
White needles of minerals that had grown out of the rock. It's 25. So rocks are transferred into precious stones, also logs, everything from the pressure transfers into precious stones. Continue, Bashira.
Okay. Yeah. The crystal... No.
Moni and
the
his
crystals
friend?
were as... No, miss, we didn't read the hypodermic syringes.
Okay.
The crystals were as sharp as hypodermic syringes and were glittered in the beams of flashlights. Monet and his friend...
What's hypodermic syringes? You know when you are sick and you want to take a syringe, this needle?
Yeah.
So they were so sharp,
yes.
so sharp.
Okay.
Continue.
Monet and his friend wandered through the cave, shining their lights on the petrified rainforest. Did he run his hand over the stone trees and prick his fingers on a crystal? They found petrified bones sticking out of the ceiling of the walls.
Highlighted petrified bones sticking out of the ceiling and walls. Because they ask themselves, يعني, have he touched anything? Have he touched anything? And that was the reason for his death. Continue. There were bones
of crocodiles, bones of ancient people.
Dead crocodiles. Okay.
Ancestors of elephant. They were spiders hanging.
Lina Nasser.
Yes. They were ancestors hanging in the webs among the logs. The spiders were eating moths and insects. They came to a gentle rise where the main chamber widened to more than 100 yards across, the wider than the length of the football field.
Okay,
they
so
found
please underline in page in line 30.
And shined.
Wait, Bashira. In line 30, underline petrified bones sticking out of the ceiling and walls. And in line 32, spiders hanging in webs. So what are we underlining, girls? We are underlining description of what is inside the cave. The main chamber inside the cave. Main chamber inside the cave. Are you with me?
That's what should we highlight in line 30?
Yes. Line 30 and line 32. Spiders hanging in webs. Okay, continue, Bashira, 35.
Okay, within more than 100 yards across, the wider than the length of a football field. They found servants and shined their lights down the bottom. There was something strange down there, a mass of gray brownish material. It was a mummified of a baby elephant.
Okay, I want you now to underline. You tell me, where is the description of main chamber? What is the description of main chamber? I will read and you tell me. You tell me this underline, teacher. Widened to more than 100 years.
Connection
Girls, I will read and you tell me what to underline. Okay, widened to more than 100 yards across. What we want now? We want a description of the main chamber. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yes. So, yes. Is there anything to highlight here?
Yes.
Huh?
The things we're underlining is the census.
Description of main chamber. They are inside
the...
Yes. I accept.
Yes.
Malak, yes, Bashira?
Sorry, because I was done, because the connection suddenly died and it cut itself.
Sorry, I left it. I accidentally left.
It's okay. It's okay. So, line 35. Wider than the length of a football field, they found a crevice and shined their lights down to the bottom.
Teacher, wider than the length of a football field. Highlight
What?
it?
Yes, now it's your turn.
Okay.
Before I used to tell you, okay, this and this. Now I want you to get me the description of the main chamber. Here, from line 35 to 40. What else can you find? Bashir has just read. What?
What's the chamber?
Room.
Okay.
From 35 to 39, we underline the 100 yards across and crevice. Is there anything? Okay. Anything else?
Yes. Massive gray.
Massive gray. Excellent material. And what else? Hala?
Teacher,
yes?
You want the main idea from paragraph 35 to 40?
I want description for the main chamber.
It was the mummified corpses of baby elephants.
Excellent. Mummified corpses of baby elephants. Excellent. Okay. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I like them.
Yes, please. This description for main chamber. So, Ghaid, are you here, Ghaid?
Yes.
Do you have your book, please? Can you continue reading?
Yes.
Okay, from line 40.
Walk through the cave at night. They navigate by their sense of the touch, probing the floor ahead of them with the tips of their trunks. The babies sometimes fall into the crevice.
Crevice is like yes, a broken part between two parts. Yes, so mummified corpses of baby elephants. So all kinds of dead animals, all the kinds of dead animals were inside this cave. Continue. We are on page 27 now. Right?
Monet and his friend continued deeper into the cave, descending a slope until they came to a pillar that seemed to support the roof.
Yes.
Should I continue?
Yes. So underline descending a slope.
The pillar was scored with hatch marks and grooves, the marks of elephant tusks.
Tusks, you know, the elephant. 1 minute. Yes, Julie. I have a class. Wait a minute, okay? 5 minutes. And okay, elephant tusks. This. So, girls, here in my thoughts, in the blue part here, in your student book, I want you to tell me what is beyond the main chamber. Yes, dear?
Basma wants to join. Her name is Abdulrahman because she joined from her brother account because her account is lagged.
Now the problem the problem you saw what happened, girls.
It's her brother account.
It's her brother, but I have only one unknown user. Request, one unknown user request.
I guess she's the unknown user.
Are you sure?
Wait,
Who's talking? Who's telling me?
Liam.
Yes? Lina? Lina Al-Ataibi?
Yeah.
Who wants to sign in, Yaleen? Who wants to join?
Abdulrahman is Basim. She signed in from her brother account.
Okay, I accepted her.
Okay, thank you.
So now let's continue. Who's reading? Right. Right, we are in page 27, line 45. Okay, the pillar was, girls, I will mute you all because there is noise in the background. Ghaid, please unmute yourself and read.
If the elephant continued to dig away at the base of the pillar, it might eventually collapse.
Yes.
Bringing down the room of Ketum Cave with it.
What is the Ketum Cave?
I don't know.
Girls, what is the Ketum? The cave. The cave. Yes, the Muni and his friend went to walk in the new day, year's day.
Yeah.
Continue.
At the back of the cave, they found another pillar. This one was broken.
So now behind the main chamber. Okay? Yes.
Over it hung a velvety mass of bats,
which
had filled the pillar with black guano.
Yes, what we said, what is black guano at the beginning? What's guano?
The
waste of the bat.
What comes out of the animals?
Yes.
Yes, so,
Poop. A different kind of guano from the green slime near the mouth of the cave.
Remember bats, the green slime that they found at the beginning at the mouth of the cave? So now behind the chamber, they found another one. But different kind.
These bats were insect eaters, and the guano was an ooze of digested insects.
So, girls, bats, he says to you that bats eat insects. When they eat the insects and they digest the insects, what gets out of them is what digested insects.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Are you following?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Did Monet put his hand in the ooze?
Oh, they are asking. Maybe he died because he put his hand on that. Okay.
Charles Monod returned to his job at the pump house at the sugar factory. He walked to work each day across the burned can fields, no doubt admiring the view of Elgon and when the mountains was buried in clouds. Perhaps he could still feel its pull, like the gravity of an invisible planet. Meanwhile, something was making copies of itself inside the monet. A life
Inside
form
Monet. So he says that, okay, after that day, he went back to his job and his life continued. He continued his life. But something was growing inside him. That reminds you of what? What, when it comes near to you and it enters your body, it grows?
Like a virus.
The virus.
The virus.
So, of course, he caught a virus when he went inside this cave. And this virus started to what?
Spread.
To spread.
Yes, to spread,
Multiply.
to multiply, to increase inside his body. Okay?
Teacher,
Yes.
so do you mean that when he was growing up, this virus was growing up with him?
When he was growing up? No, dear, he died after 2 weeks of this visit to the cave.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it happens in days like now, like the coronavirus.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, continue. So something was making copies of itself. It was multiplying, multi-growing. It was spreading. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, continue.
A life form had acquired Charles Monnet as a host, and it was
a form took Monet as a host. So his body was the host, and the virus lived inside his body.
The parasite.
I'm sorry for my daughter is interrupting. I'm sorry. Continue.
A hot virus from the rainforest lived within a 24-hour plane flight from every city on Earth. All of the Earth's cities are connected by a web of airlines routes. The web is a network. Once a virus hits the net, it can shoot anywhere in a day.
Yes, this is, stop here, dear. So, what we read now, does that give you a clue about our life now?
Yes.
Is it similar?
Like the coronavirus?
Yes, yes, of course. We agreed it's like the coronavirus. But this part, especially this part, is related to what in our lives now? Again, a hot virus from the rainforest that he went there within 24-hour plane flight from every city on Earth. All of the Earth cities are connected by a web of airline routes. What does he want to say? Listen, when Monet
it's spreading.
Yes, it's spreading.
All over the world?
Yes. How? Like what happened with the coronavirus? A man
because
caught
it's contagious.
in China. Yes, because it's contagious. Excellent. So what did the countries do? They did what?
Quarantine.
They closed.
Quarantine and lockdown. Everyone has to stay home. No contact with others. They stopped the flights because why? Once the flight, he says here that the flight is a whip. The flight is like a whip, okay? A web of airplanes. Once you catch it in one airplane, it spreads in all around the world. Again, a man rides a plane. He holds a cup. He drinks. He put it. The hostess takes the cup. She gives another cup to another man, another nationality. Her hand, the virus is in her hand. She gives the other cup to a woman in another country. Then all of these passengers on the flight will spread around the world. Holding what in their hands?
The virus.
The virus.
The virus.
Yes, that's why countries lock down everything.
Yes.
So is it close to our life now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
What are similarities?
That is spread all over the world.
Yes, spread all over the world.
There is quarantine.
Quarantine. Contagious. Death. In 2 weeks, the one who catches the virus dies, right?
Yes.
Once the virus hits the net, it can shoot anywhere in a day. Paris, Tokyo, New York, Los Angeles, where planes fly, wherever planes fly. Charles Monet and the life form inside him. What was the life form inside him?
The virus.
Ebola virus. Entered the net of the flights and spread everywhere. You understood?
Yeah.
Yes.
So girls, I think now we finished, right? The period is finished?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have another one? Yes. So see you tomorrow, girls, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Thank you, Miss. Bye.
Welcome.